All right. Hello, everyone. We are here. I really appreciate everybody's flexibility because normally we try to go live at the same time every week, but due to my schedule this week, we had to change some things. And we're only going to go about an hour this evening, but going to be a fun time, I'm sure. Nicholas is prepped. He's been sucking on his ring pop there,
Just with
so
all this
he's
topic of rings on X at the moment, I thought I would show the best ring.
Yes. Well, you only have the best, right?
Hmm.
Because I know sometimes you guys share things about wristwatches, and so you like high quality wristwatches and high quality rings.
Well, I have a couple of nice wristwatches, but I have also a lot of cheap ones. So, but this
That-
is not cheap. This is very very expensive.
yeah. So are ring pops like pretty normal where you live? Like that's a kind of a normal candy.
More so in my childhood, like you still see them around the place, like because obviously, like I've got one now, so like you can still get them, but no, they used to be sold when I was growing up a lot more. But this actually came in like a bigger packet of like Halloween type candy. So just whenever I saw
Okay.
all the commotion on X, people sharing their rings, I was like, you know what? I guarantee you, there's a ring pop in that bag of sweets. I'm going to go look, and sure enough, yeah.
So you got to show off your ring pop.
I
That's
mean, I
good.
look like a big child right now, sucking up on it, but ah well.
We're gonna definitely take some screenshots of you sucking
Oh,
on
don't
that.
worry, don't worry. It'll be clipped anyway, so you've just got to embrace it.
So what flavor is it?
Blackcurrant.
Black currant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now that sounds like something I wouldn't see here
Oh,
in
really?
the States. Maybe I'm wrong. Tell me in the audience, like black currant ring pops, is that a normal flavor? That doesn't sound normal to me.
All I'm gonna say is, it might not sound normal flavor to you, but I've tasted you guys' candy, and the sugar content is whoa.
Well, yeah, that's why we have candy to
Mhm.
infuse ourselves with as much sugar as
Mhm.
possible. Okay, Evan's confirming. I'm pretty sure that it's not a normal flavor.
It's a very normal flavor over
just
here.
when I just when I thought the Irish had something in common with us, he
Mm-mm.
goes and shows me black currant as a flavor.
Well, there you go. Tony just said that'll confuse the Americans.
Yeah,
There you go.
that's
That's right.
part of what we're going to be doing. I have a couple of videos I can't wait to show you guys later uh, that are talking about some of the Northern Irish colloquialisms, and I can't wait to show those, and I want to hear Nicholas's take on it.
Well, before we get started with
Um,
that, Evan there said just above, he said he bought a Timex Expedition. Now, time we were talking about this off camera. Two of the best. I didn't mention this one, but I'm glad you did because it's Timex is known alongside Casio. And Casio and Timex are two watches that even hardcore like watch collectors will at least have one in their collection. So,
yeah, I was showing Nicholas my Casio.
mhm.
Now, even though Casio is considered collectible, or it's something that collectors might like, probably not this model.
You never know.
But you can't, they're kind of like indestructible and they're really affordable. So, you know,
Meanwhile, I'm not even wearing a nice wristwatch today. I just have my Apple Watch on.
your app, yeah, I know. You're probably jealous of my Casio, actually,
Hmm.
wearing that cheap Apple Watch.
I know.
Yeah.
Ah, well, I'm sure I'll get one day.
So Tony's talking about They banned black currants in America. I'm not sure what that means. I'm going to be really lost today because even in the videos I'm going to show you, it's actually a Northern Irish woman and an English guy. And I
Oh,
sometimes
hang
can't
on.
understand either. You know what I'm talking about. Sometimes I
Well,
cannot understand either of them.
the fact that you said this, I'm fairly sure it's a woman that's pretty famous on Instagram. She probably has stuff elsewhere, but
Okay.
the fact that you said there's an Englishman with her. Yeah, I'm fairly sure I know who you mean because I send this to my friends all the time, so it's good.
Okay, good. So you'll probably have seen some of these then. Okay. All
Probably.
right. What we're going to start with, though, are reactions to our friend Josh Barzun, who was on our channel pretty recently. And he's such a great guy. He was on talking to us about Bible translations and some of the historic Bible translations. But lately on X, he's been just kind of doing somewhat tongue-in-cheek posts, I would say, in a way, even though he is giving his opinion, but he knows his opinion is in the minority.
Yeah.
Uh, to put it to put it in a
There's a reason.
less controversial way, yeah. But you'll see some of the things he tweeted. It's really funny. So I think
Also,
I'll start
Zach
bringing
said he's
those up.
finally catching a live with us. Good to see you, Zach.
Yeah, probably this time works better for certain people.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can pull up Josh's tweet here. I don't know if they're still called tweets. Post.
Posts.
Nobody knows. Here we go. All right, so this is first thing we're going to react to is Josh Barzun's take on Pepsi versus Coke. Pepsi is better than Coke. Come fight me. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of people did fight him on this,
Well,
for sure.
I don't know if you scroll down, but you should see my name very quickly because,
Oh, you're there.
well, it should
Let
be
me
near
get
the
past
top
the weird
because,
ad.
yeah, there we are.
I'm with ya.
Uh huh.
Oh, yeah.
You see,
That doesn't surprise me. I think I've seen you
yeah, you
drinking
see me
Pepsi
drink
products.
Pepsi on the stream. Yeah, Pepsi tastes so much better than Coke. So much
Okay,
better.
we got to know from the audience. So we're discussing currently Josh Barzun's controversial take here. He just matter of factly says Pepsi is better than Coke. That I would say is a minority position. Nicholas agrees with Josh.
On that one.
So on that one, right. There's more to come. They get increasingly controversial.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd like to hear. Yeah, I'm seeing a Dr. Pepper here. That's another one that people will bring up. But as far as cola, uh, I'm curious what people think. And then you got Evan saying McDonald's Coke is better than both.
Mm-hmm.
Zachary says Pepsi.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But he says
Okay.
with water over everything.
Yeah. Well,
Unless he means ice.
this will make Zach happy.
Do you guys not have something called RC Cola as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that like an off brand?
It used to be even more popular. It is kind of an off-brand, although I would say back in the 80s, it was making a real run for being, you know, it wasn't obviously quite as popular as Coke and Pepsi, but I definitely saw RC, even machines that had
Mm-hmm.
RC Cola. So it was pretty popular when I was a child. Royal Crown Cola.
Oh, is that what it stands for?
I'm pretty sure it's Canadian, but someone could correct me on that if I'm wrong. And then we've got Barks root beer. Tony likes Barks root beer. Yeah, if you get us into the root beer discussion, there's going to be a
Yeah.
lot of. You've never heard of Barks?
We don't have that.
What do you have?
We've
You
got,
have root beer.
well, we do, yeah, but
You
we've got
only
different
drink
brands.
real beer.
Yeah, but we definitely don't have a brand called Barks. We have a brand called Bars.
Bars?
Yeah, so
Bars,
BARS.
Bars root beer.
Well, no, not root beer, but like they do like Dandelion and Burdock.
What are you talking about? Dandelion
It's a drink.
beer?
No, it's like a soda.
Oh,
Google it and bring it up. Dandelion and Burdock.
oh. Okay.
You want to talk about strange and wonderful flavors? Dandelion.
How do you spell burdock? Okay, I got it.
BURD.
It's a traditional British beverage, according to the AI overview,
Oh,
historically made by fermenting roots of dandelion and burdock plants.
Mm-hmm.
It's now often enjoyed as a carbonated soft drink.
So
These sponsored ones, do they look
click
familiar?
into that can.
The can.
Yep.
All right, there we go. Ben Shaw's.
You're
Oops.
not sharing your screen with us, Tim.
I guess I
Oh,
guess that's not going to be very interesting if I'm looking at it and you guys
yeah,
aren't.
no, it's delayed. It's
Yeah.
delayed. Yeah, that's it. Ben Shaw's.
Okay.
Delicious, delicious drink. Honestly, you can see here Britain's answer to root beer.
Okay. You know what? I should try to get this in the hands of a little YouTuber channel that I like. He's called the Soda Jerk,
Uh huh.
and he just sits in his car and drinks all different kinds of sodas and gives
But hold
his
on,
review. I
you have to get it too. Try it and then review it.
I guess I could try. I should have him on with us
But also,
because
you did a video not so long ago with your daughter reviewing a drink, so you could
oh
do
yeah,
that.
you're right. We have our dessert friends channels
Uh huh.
is our channel. Yeah, that's true. We could have her try it. Well, what do you think she'll think of this?
I don't think she'll like it on the first taste. It's shocking on the first taste, but it's
Yeah,
honestly
she
delicious.
she likes real sweet things
Mm,
and not unusual.
yeah, well, this it's sweet, obviously, because like it's a sugary drink, but it's honestly really hard to describe flavor wise. It's kind of like I see someone. Tony says Iron Brew. Iron Brew is the perfect example. Iron Brew is known as a Scottish drink, and whenever people try and ask you what does Iron Brew taste like, it's almost impossible
No,
to
so you're
describe.
actually saying, and I apologize that it's blocking your face.
Uh-huh.
Let me get my other. There we go.
Oh no, that was
IRN brew.
Iron Brew. It's
Iron brew.
yeah, it's Scottish. Um, Now this is a drink that is honestly one of the like I try not to drink a lot of sodas because sometimes I can drink far too many of them, so I try and cut back with them.
Yeah.
But Iron Brew is honestly delicious. But it's one of those things that whenever people try and ask you what does Iron Brew taste like, there isn't really an answer other than to say Iron Brew. So people have tried. They've tried to say it's like orange soda mixed with like cream soda and stuff, but like it just doesn't do it justice. You need to try an Iron Brew to actually know what it tastes like, and it's the same with Dandelion and Burdock.
Okay.
And for anybody
Well, we
freaking
have
out,
something. We have something along what you're talking about here called Moxie soda.
uh huh.
Um, it's like a much more regional type of a soda. Anybody out there ever heard of Moxie soda? I'll see if I can bring up
Well, I
a.
have because I've heard you talk about it before. But while you're doing that, I was just going to say, for anybody freaking out with the sound of Dandelion and Iron or Dandelion and Burdock, don't be thinking you're going to taste it. It's going to taste like floral or something. Like you're not actually tasting dandelions.
Oh wow. Well, here's Moxie. I'll show you in a second here. All right. So it says here on the Walmart website, it's a New England tradition since 1884. It's gentian root extract.
Now, hold on.
It's the oldest continually produced soft drink in the United States, and again, unique flavor.
Well, I'm glad I read it properly. I was going to say, are you trying to tell me that's 29.99 for one can until I read the 12 pack? I was going to say, how expensive are your drinks?
It's a highly sought after. It's
Mm,
it's no, it's yeah. I mean that is actually expensive for how many cans?
12?
Okay, you can get it for less than that. I
Yeah.
live in New England,
Yeah.
so you can get it at a store up here very easily. That's the Walmart price based on probably shipping it to other parts of the country. But
Yeah.
if you live around here, it's not that
Yeah.
expensive.
Because Tony's named another one that's famous over here, which is Lilt. And then I see Zach said that's expensive for a 12 pack as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
again, you in New England because this is a New England produced soda. It's very affordable.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll tell you, a lot of people try it and do not like it.
Mm, okay.
Pretty strong flavor. I think you'd like it though. Maybe I'll send you a can. I I don't know if I can do that. Can you send cans
You
overseas?
you can, but it would have to be like bubble wrap to make sure like it doesn't burst.
Okay, that could be dangerous. We'll see. But I have a Bible I'm supposed to send you anyway. So that and
Just
a
don't
can of
just
Moxie.
don't
I'd love to.
just don't ship it with the Bible.
That would be so sad.
That would be
Yes,
heartbreaking.
it would be heartbreaking. Your King James Bible covered in Moxie. All right, let me go
Well, it
back
would be
to
one of
our
a kind at
original.
least.
What got us on the subject of
Josh and
soda
his
was,
Pepsi.
yeah. So I think we've covered that
Yeah.
probably enough. I'm not seeing any strong reaction. I can't believe actually that there aren't people in an uproar in the comments saying Coke,
Eh,
because could be pretty opinionated about that.
we have a pretty chill audience, so
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Now, yeah, they're talking about all other kinds of all different kinds of soft drinks there.
hmm.
All right, let me show a different controversial take. Um, if I can find it here. Okay, here we go. He is talking about Star Wars. Let's settle this once and for all. Which episode of Star Wars is best? And he answers Episode 1, Phantom Menace. And he knows it's controversial because he says, "Before you shoot me, I was born in 1994, and this was the first Star Wars I ever saw. It is nostalgic on so many levels. And come on, pod racers, Qui-Gon Jinn, Darth Maul, the best lightsaber dial ever, lightsaber duel ever, sorry.
Yeah. Well, I
Amazing."
think he did say dial. To be fair,
Yeah, he did. He does have dial. Yeah, but that's definitely not a majority opinion.
they're awful. 1, 2, and 3 is awful. 7, 8, 7, 8, and 9 don't even exist in my mind. That's how bad they are. But 1, 2, and 3 are per. Well, let me say, Revenge of the Sith wasn't bad, but like the first two, eh. Like even some of what he says there, like Qui Gon Jinn, like Liam Neeson actually does not like his role as Qui Gon Jinn. Like he thought it was bad as well.
Yeah, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to backtrack just for a second here because Tony said that I live near he's talking about me living near New England, so I probably make tea with seawater. I don't know. I is it are we not known for making good tea here? Is that a common refrain? I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I think he's probably just guessing.
Oh, I know what he's saying. I got the joke. He's talking about the Boston Tea Party. Thank you. Yes, Tony, of course. Yes. We actually gave up on tea here, and we mainly drink coffee in the States, more than tea. A lot more coffee. We drink coffee much more like you guys drink tea,
Mm.
because it seems like you guys have tea all the time.
Well, I was a big coffee drinker all my life, and I still do love coffee. Like this fantastic coffee here. This was given to me. There's no coffee in this anymore. This is now just filled with like tissue paper and stuff because I thought it looked nice and I wanted to keep it. But long story short, I drink more tea now because unfortunately coffee has started to give me really bad headaches and sometimes really
Yeah,
upset stomachs.
yeah.
So
Coffee's very strong with the
the worst thing
caffeine and
is, like
everything.
in my 20s, like I drank coffee like it was going out of
Yeah,
style, and I just think now that I'm in my mid 30s, I just don't think my body handles it the same way. It's kind of like what we were saying a couple of weeks ago, or maybe it was last week. My body can't even really. I used to love spice. I can barely even eat a jalapeno these days without my body being like, "Oh, that wasn't a good idea."
yeah, yeah. And again, just following up with Tony, he did clarify. He's talking about the Boston Harbor. Yes, we don't spell it that way, but yes, Boston Harbor.
Oh, I
Um,
added the U. Yeah.
he added the U. I love it. And then my brother, he said Pepsi clearly superior to Coke, and Dandelion and Burdock sounds amazing.
I like your brother more and more.
Yeah, you probably would like him better than me, actually. Yeah,
Right, Tim
but
Hop,
I'm the one who has the
Tom,
channel,
Tom brother.
so you're gonna start a new show with him.
Yeah.
um, okay, yeah, let's get back to Star Wars because I saw one of the comments that someone said the original three were best.
hmm
Was that Zach? Zach that said that?
No, Zach. Think I said. Oh, Tony said the original three are the only decent ones. Zach said something along the lines of just Lord of the Rings. He said none of them Lord of the Rings for the win.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And
So it
just
was
before we
Tony.
do get sidetracked, Evan says Layman is drinking espresso more common in Europe than just coffee. Mainland Europe, yes.
Okay. Okay, drinking is yes. You know
Just
the
before we moved
you
off the
you,
coffee.
yeah. And on that note, you know the drink, the Americano,
Mm-hmm. We have
right?
them here, yeah.
Yeah, that's watered down espresso.
Mm-hmm.
My understanding is that during the war, when Americans were in Europe, they didn't like coffee being made like espresso, so they would water it down for Americans, and that's the Americano.
Yeah, I would be very like not pedantic about it, but I'm very snobby with like coffees and teas. Like tea is made to either be loose leaf or like in a bag. It's not meant to have milk or anything added to it. Same with coffee. Like it's meant to be drank black. Now I get people like putting milk and stuff in it, but then you have a coffee based drink. You don't have coffee.
You're kind of, this sounds like a Josh Barzon
I was going to say,
tweet.
here's my
Yeah,
controversial one.
you need to put that on
The funny
Coffee's
thing
Meant
is, I
Black.
already had this debate over like a year ago on X, so I've had my time.
So yeah, you've been through it all. All
Uh
right,
huh.
back to Star Wars. Back to Star Wars. So you were saying something about Qui-Gon Jinn. I feel like
So
I cut you off.
Liam Neeson didn't actually like his role as Qui Gon
Hmm.
Jinn. He thought it was badly written. His main complaint is he's meant to be a Jedi master, but yet he dies very handily to a Sith apprentice. Not even a Sith apprentice. So that and a few other things he takes issue with. He just wasn't a fan of the movie in general. And then, not that I'm this guy's biggest fan because his opinions politically I really don't agree with, but oh, why is his name escape me? Plays Luke Skywalker.
Oh, Mark Hamill.
Yeah, Mark Hamill. For whatever reason, his name escaped me, and it's a fairly well-known name. Um, he's even expressed his frustration with how the Star Wars movies had all turned out, bar the original three as well. So like, I don't know. I know. Josh says that he doesn't say it in this particular post. I think he quote tweeted himself later and he updated it, but he was talking about how he understands that it's a generational thing. But where I would push back, and if we ever do have him on as a guest again, I'd push back personally. I was born in 1990, 4 years before Josh. Now, my first Star Wars movie was not one, two, and three. It was four, five, and six. But it's not a generational thing because I had far more experience watching one, two, and three than I did four, five, and six, and I hate them. I think they're awful. Like they're just bad, bad movies.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would agree with you. But and I just saw Zachary. He said, "Note that Aragorn didn't fall to any orc apprentice." so so once again, he's showing the superiority of Lord of the Rings.
Mm,
Okay. Yeah, I think a lot of people would agree with you for sure, Nicholas, that there are maybe some things that you could look at more objectively to say the original trilogy. For example, I would point out the acting in the originals. There was a lot more compelling acting,
mm,
and even the writing and direction, I feel had a better flow to it, and really connected with the audience better. That when I watched the original, or the not the when I watched the prequels,
yeah,
it feels very um, like, I don't know, it doesn't feel as it doesn't have that
I
audience connection. I mean, that's the only way I can put it. I'm not
I
thinking
think
very clearly right now.
they relied too heavily on like things like CGI and effects and stuff, and they tried to go for like jaw dropping visuals because like one of the things Josh Epp is doing again, I know this is like personal taste, but he says there, what is it? He says like the best lightsaber duel ever. Eh, arguable. Um, the original.
Well, wait a second. Now, episode 4, the first Star Wars, for everybody who doesn't know this, that lightsaber duel was pretty pitiful. Like, they're just like, ksh, 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 ksh. So, they did get better as time went on.
Well, here's the thing. You have to take into consideration the age of the people that were fighting. They weren't going to be fighting a flashy style anyway.
That's part
So
of it. Yeah.
yeah. But then whenever you move to one, two, and three, where it suddenly becomes like a Cirque delay, sorry, what do you call it, Cirque? Whatever you
I know what
call
you're
that
talking
show.
about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever you call that show, the whole flipping and it just became
Yeah.
like an acrobatic thing. They
Yeah.
went with that because they're like, oh, it's going to be jaw dropping. People are going to be like, wow, wow, but it's not realistic fighting. And now I know someone's going to say, hang on, you're complaining about Star Wars and realism, but like the thing is, this just suspend your disbelief for a moment and go, if that was real, what is more likely to be a fighting style? The slower, almost sword like fighting, or this flipping and lightsabers flinging every which direction. Like the likelihood is, if you were wielding a lightsaber and you were throwing around that fast, you'd probably chop your own limb off before you would chop your opponent apart. So
Yeah. So you're saying that the older battles were actually more realistic.
yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Now someone asked me what my favorite Star Wars episode is, and I would say, because I grew up in like when I was young, it was the early '80s, so I remember those being fairly new. My brother, who's might still be in the comments, he remembers them when they came out, I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure, but I remember them when they were pretty new, and I would say the first one as a child appealed to me a lot. Um, they all were good. Even as a kid, the Ewoks were pretty interesting. I even had my own stuffed animal Ewok when
The
I was
Ewoks get
young.
so much hate.
I know they do, but I would say, yeah, episode 4, the first one that came out. I like the story, and to me, the story was very original at the time. When you have the Death Star in episode 6, it's kind of like redoing the story a little bit.
Yeah.
But I like the originality of, and I know critically the second one is considered great, and as a grown up, I definitely like the second one a lot as well. So I like all three. Probably the first one was my favorite, and then of all the new ones, I think I like Rogue One the best.
Now, have you seen 7, 8, and 9 though?
Yes, and I didn't really enjoy them, especially 8 and 9.
Oh, so
Yeah,
bad, so bad.
no, I try to put that out of my mind.
They don't exist in my mind.
They don't exist.
Mm.
Once Lucas wasn't involved, it just changed it.
Oh,
All
he
right, and
like
then my brother said he watched a fan edit of episodes 1 through 3 called "A Vengeance in the Force" yesterday. It was awesome. Cut out all the dull stuff. Did it cut out Jar Jar Binks? Curious.
Jar Jar.
Speaking of characters that get hate, right?
He was
Oh
comedic
dear.
relief, but you know, I think the most
Yeah,
interesting thing about Jar Jar is the fact that there's a fan theory that he's actually secretly a Sith.
he did. I think he did get cut out.
Yeah,
He's secretly a Sith. I've heard that fan theory. That
Like
would
he's
make
not
it a
he's
lot
not
more
actually
interesting.
this clumsy thing at all, but
Right.
apparently he's like this really evil mastermind.
He's the actual Phantom Menace.
That's what
That
they
would be
said.
pretty. That'd be a great plot twist for sure.
Hmm.
All right. Well, one more. I want to make sure we get to our videos, but I think this is actually the most controversial take. At least it's the one I would react the most to, which is okay. So, what old movie needs a remake? And he put The Princess Bride.
Nah.
Josh, if you do it, watch this at some point. You're welcome to come back on, and we can talk these things out. We can have a therapy session with you, help you work through this.
I was going to say who hurt your brother. Yeah.
You could never remake that one to be as funny. It was
It's not even that.
lightning in a bottle. Yeah,
It's not even that. It's like Hollywood just cannot make anything original anymore. Everything's remix. It's all
yeah.
remix, and it's like, and I get it. I'm not against all remix because there's certain things I kind of think to myself, okay, I would love to see an updated version of this, whatever it is. The only problem with it now is Hollywood has gone down such a left leaning route that everything's woke, and so you won't want the majority of the stuff that you grew up watching being remade anyway, because it's probably like Never Ending Story. I would love to see an updated version of that if it wouldn't turn out like where they would go with that direction. They would go down all sorts of roads.
Ones we would not like.
No.
Yeah, I feel like the Princess Bride specifically though is one that uniquely worked because of the casting, and some of that was like almost a mistake. Um, the guy that plays Vicini, I mean, you'll never get another person like him, and it just works. I can't explain why it works, but it works. And Andre the Giant,
I was gonna say who would replace Andre? Like there's
I mean, I can't imagine anything being as funny. It just had to be the right thing at the right time, in my opinion. So, but hey, I mean, I get what he's saying. Any movie might be interesting depending on your own tastes and perspective. I agree with you. Never-ending Story would be because that one updated effects would be really cool for
Mhm.
sure.
That's what I'm saying. If they could remake it just exactly like follow the exact same script, just get new actors, I would just like to see an updated version of it.
Yeah.
But they would never do it, and I would go down just such a woke route, which is sad. But I kind of want to know, and it'd be interesting if we do ever do get him back on, which I'm sure we will. But I want to know: does he want it updated because he wants people who like Princess Bride to suffer, or does he genuinely enjoy Princess Bride and wants it updated?
Yeah. Hmm. I'm also seeing here what other people would want to see updated, and Tony mentioned this is Spinal Tap. And the worst MCU movie is Fantastic Four. Oh, that's his unpopular opinion.
No, which
Okay.
one? Which Fantastic Four?
Maybe the one that just came out.
Well, there's multiple.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's one that's in the theater right now.
There is. I wasn't great to be honest, but
Yeah, that might be what he's saying. And then Zachary said, "Oops, let me get the." Any old movies worth mentioning are classics, and the classics are the best in their originality. Yeah, kind of agree with you. It's
yep.
hard to beat them if they've stood the test of time.
The only problem
That's the
is,
problem with all these Disney remakes.
well, I was just going to say, the only problem with that too, though, but is, and I forget which director it was recently, but he's recently came out saying people need to start investing in physical copies of movies again because
Hmm.
most of the old classic movies are either being lost in the sense that no one's putting them on a streaming platform where they can be viewed, or they're editing stuff out of them and saying, "Oh, this was back in this time that was acceptable." Blah, blah, blah. So like you're losing a lot of it now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. They could edit things. You'll never get the original version again.
Yep.
Um, so also Evan said a new version of The Godfather, if it could be done, would be
Oh no no
cool.
no no! Don't touch that. That's a classic.
Uh oh. There you go. All
Sorry,
right,
Evan, bro, but
we've got
no.
to get to the videos. I know, I know. We got to get to the videos here. All right, so the first one, you probably have seen this, Nicholas, but still want to hear your thoughts on it. Uh, so
Mm-hmm.
the
Oh
meaning
yeah,
of crack in
this is the
Northern Ireland.
couple.
This is the one you're talking about. Okay.
So what
Yeah.
does the word crack actually mean in Northern Ireland? So what does the word crack actually mean in Northern Ireland?
Right, so crack just means fun. So if someone is a bit of crack, that's standard. But if somebody is good crack, that's obviously good.
Right?
But if someone's wild good crack, that obviously means that they're really good crack.
Wait a second. What did she say?
So well, I would.
I
She's
can go back a little bit.
well.
What's the last thing she said? I can't even understand her sometimes.
So
By the way, Northern Irish people, I never knew this till I met you, and I'm kind of being exposed more. You sound the most Irishy of all the Irish for some reason.
I,
Like, if that makes sense.
I could
You don't know what
introduce
I'm
you to
talking
people.
about.
I could introduce you to people that sound more Irish than me. I promise you.
Are they from your neck of the woods?
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The Northern Irish sound the most Irish. Like, if I hear people
Mm.
from. Okay, so it depends where then.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah. We need to
okay.
broaden your horizons. The last thing she said was "while good crack."
Wild good crack. Thank you for interpreting. Okay,
Right.
okay.
Okay.
Now, if someone's some crack, that's an elite amount of crack.
Is that not the same as wild good crack?
That's higher crack than good or wild good crack. But you see, if someone says the crack's 90, that is the peak amount of crack that you can get. You cannot get higher crack than 90.
Okay, 9.
Okay, so that's another. I did look that up, and I kind of learned about the cultural connection there.
Mm-hmm.
That she's saying 90.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like 9 day. Like, like
It's
the
just
word nine and the word.
we get this a lot. So like I slow my speech down whenever I'm talking to a lot of like you guys because like if I was with my friend, like I can't do this on command, but if I was with my friends, we all naturally speak fast. So like I am pronouncing my words as clearly as I can. But even then, I still get people saying to me, I don't understand what you're saying to me. Like Zach's a very good friend of mine. He understands me a lot now, but even there's still times where he'll be like, wait, what did you say? Or are you being sarcastic or
Yep.
whatever? But yeah,
Yep.
crack just means good fun, a bit of banter. Sometimes people would even say, "What's the crack?" And what they mean is like, "What's up with you? What's going on? Any news for
She
me?"
might say that later. Let me keep going here.
Yeah.
90.
And if someone asks you, what's the crack?
There
That
you
just
go.
means that they want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if someone says any crack, they want gossip or scandal. They want some info.
Right.
Do you have any
But
crack?
now, if someone offers you crack, at that point, I'd probably be calling the peelers.
Peelers?
Police.
Oh, okay.
Now, unless...
Wait a second. Peelers?
Mm-hmm.
You actually call them that?
No peelers. Well, people over here do call them the peelers, but it's a very particular area that would call them the peelers.
Oh, okay. Do you think she's from that area?
Well, I know where this woman's from. Yeah.
Okay. So would they call them peelers where she's from?
Oh yeah, yeah. Peelers is just like
Ah,
it's not a positive term, but
okay.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we use the term cops.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever use that?
No.
Okay.
Police,
All right.
popo, peelers.
Police. Okay, here we go.
Now, unless they were just having the crack, then at that point, if you call the peelers, then you'd be known as no crack.
Okay.
Yeah, there's literally no point in living here in Northern Ireland if you're deemed as no crack. The crack cannot
true.
get any worse than that. Anyway, do you know what I mean by all that?
Not really.
Well, anyway, that's the crack.
So what does the word
Okay, so that's the crack.
Mhm.
Oops, we don't want that. All right. So you concur, like everything she said is pretty accurate to your experience.
This is something I tell people all the time because, like, I interact with a lot of Americans because they're primarily my main audience, which is great. But I always
You
tell
should use
people,
words like crack
well, I do,
on
but like,
X.
so a couple of goodness, I don't even know how long ago now. We used to have so me and my friend Chris, we used to volunteer at an organization called Exodus over here, and for a time period, we had a group of Americans come over here on a thing called AIM, which was like a Christian missionary type thing. I forget what it stands for. But I remember one of the very first days we met them and we asked them what the crack was. They legit thought we were propositioning them for crack cocaine. So, yeah. But
Yeah.
anyway, I went way off tangent. What I was trying to say was Northern Irish people and Irish people are, our humor is very dry. 90% of the time, just assume we are being sarcastically lighthearted
Mm.
because it's very, very often I'll get people saying to me, like Zach, even there recently, one time had to ask me, he's like, "Are you being sarcastic?" Or, I'm like, "Yeah, of course I am." Like, we will say things that in our mind is so extreme that we just automatically expect you guys to realize, well, he's clearly joking. Like, I can't think of an example off the top of my head, but like, say I said something like, "Oh, I punched a rhino today." Most people over here be like, of course she did. They know it's just like, A, where would you have met a rhino? And B, why are you punching a rhino? But I'm not joking. If I posted something like that on X, I would get people commenting being like, why did you punch the rhino? And it's like, oh, people,
Mhm.
come on.
Yeah, well, that's because in America, when we say things that are over the top, a lot of times we're telling the truth, right? I mean, we tend to be a little bit
The
over
humor
the top.
is very, very different. Very,
It
very
can be, for sure. All right, here's another one.
different. Yeah.
English versus Northern Ireland.
Can I order a Sunday dinner, please?
What are you on about a Sunday dinner? It's a turkey and ham dinner.
Can I order a Sunday dinner, please?
What are you on about a Sunday dinner? It's a turkey and ham dinner.
But it's a Sunday.
But you can order it every day of the week. What is it, a Monday dinner whenever you order it on a Monday? Ignore him. Can we have 2 turkey and ham dinners, half and half?
Half and half what?
Half chips, half mash.
Chips on a Sunday dinner?
It's not a Sunday dinner.
I'll upgrade the chips to 2 Yorkshire puddings, please.
Sorry about him, he's English. Can we get a wee jug of diluted orange too, please?
Do you mean cordial?
Oh.
Hello, my name's
Okay,
Bob.
now
Pyramid schemes.
I couldn't understand either of them there
Oh, right.
by the end.
What part do you need translated?
All of it. I need interpretation. What even were they arguing about?
So,
Sunday dinner.
yes, the English, and Tony can maybe chime in here too if he wants. Now, I'm not going to say all the English because this has changed a lot, but traditionally in the UK, your Sunday dinner used to be known as your Sunday roast, which was things like she already said, so turkey and ham, mashed potatoes, gravy, Yorkshire puddings, stuffing, all that sort of thing. So often coming back from church, you would say, "Oh, we're going home. We're having our Sunday roast." So that would be more common, as I say, in the likes of maybe England. Over here, we would call it a turkey and ham dinner because we would eat that on more than just a Sunday. That would be a traditional dinner over here. So it's for every day of the week. That's why she was saying to him, "What are you on about a Sunday dinner? Like, do you call it a Monday dinner whenever you get it on a Monday? Like, it's just a turkey and ham dinner." Then the other thing that they were arguing over was she asked for, oh goodness, I forget now what she said. I think she asked for a wee jug of juice.
Yeah,
And he said,
he half and half.
oh
Half.
no, that half and half was just in reference to like she wants half mashed potatoes and half chips.
Right,
So
right.
he wanted rid of the chips and wanted Yorkshire pudding. But I'm talking
Okay.
about the drinks. Like I think she said, "Can we get a wee jug of juice for the table?"
Yeah.
And
I can
he,
show it one more time. It
yeah,
keeps skipping to other stuff that I'm always nervous about what they're going to show. But let me see if I can pull it up again here. All right. Okay. I think I got this. Unfortunately, shorts they don't work as well on a browser as regular videos. But we'll get it up here in a second.
yeah. Hang on, before you do that, Zach makes a good point. If you change the speed to 0.5, see if that helps you.
Again, because it's a short, I don't have a way to do
I
that.
think you
That
still got the wee wheel icon that plays it.
Let me
Don't worry
see.
if you can't. I'm just saying if you can, you would get it.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Yeah, we're just gonna have to have our interpreter here and rely on him. So here we go.
Sunday dinner, please.
What are you on about a Sunday dinner? It's a turkey and ham dinner.
But it's a Sunday.
But you can order it every day of the week. What is it, a Monday dinner whenever you order it on a Monday? Ignore him. Can we have 2 turkey and ham dinners, half and half?
Half and half what?
Half chips, half mash.
Chips on a Sunday dinner.
It's not a Sunday dinner.
I'll upgrade the chips to 2 Yorkshire puddings, please.
Sorry about him, he's English. Can we get a wee jug of diluted orange too, please?
Do you mean cordial?
So pause. Tim, before you click away, do you see those 3 dots in the corner?
Yeah,
Click that.
I did check that before, and I don't see anything about
No,
playback
it doesn't.
speed.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay. Oh well. So yeah, she said a wee jug of juice. That's what we would call diluted orange, or I think she actually said a wee jug of orange. It's just diluting mineral. So like you would buy. Actually, I think I might. Yep. Here's one I finished earlier. Actually, so this is from Asda. This is just orange squash. So you pour some of this into your water, and then you have a glass of like diluted orange. So some
Wow.
people would call it diluting. Some people would say what she said, like a wee jug of juice. As where he's English, so he said some cordial.
Okay. Well, this whole episode has been very culturally enlightening to me. Because we started with black currant ring pops, and now we're on to whatever you just. I still don't need. I something about what was that you called it? I can't even
Right.
remember.
So on this, it's called orange
Yeah,
squash, but
orange squash,
we wouldn't say that. We would call this diluting juice. So you dilute it with
deleting
water.
juice. Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying whenever I say dilute?
Yes,
Yeah,
you're diluting something.
yeah. So over here we would say that's normally we would say what she said, pretty much just a wee glass of orange. We know what that means. But
A wee glass
if
of
you're out,
orange.
you would normally say something like, "Can I get a wee bit of diluting juice?"
Well, I hope one day to get over to where you are because I just want to experience this for myself. This is
Well,
very fascinating for sure.
good luck ordering anything over here because that'll be
Yeah,
fun.
I would depend upon you for sure. Zach wants to know is it orange juice concentrate?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, that I know what it is.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, and then I think Sam commented something. Yeah, she said that's why she buy. Oh, that's back to the DVD conversation. She said that's why I buy DVDs. Everyone thinks I'm weird. No, I don't think that's weird.
Yeah,
But
and then Tony says I have Sunday roast on Saturdays. Too busy on Sunday with church stuff.
exactly. So you see, it's not a Sunday roast then. So you can't call it a Sunday roast. I mean,
So
you
the
can.
Northern Irish are very particular about this.
We would just say I'm away to get a turkey and ham dinner. Or nowadays, people would also say
Ah,
I'm away to the carvery. So the carvery is just, you help yourself. You get served your turkey, your ham, your stuffing. But we wouldn't refer to it as a Sunday roast because we would eat it on pretty much any day of the week. So
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm sorry. Were you going to say something?
No, I was going to say, do you have any more videos or?
I had something, but I'll save it because I'm coming to the end of my availability for this evening, unfortunately. But there are endless things. Actually, the next thing that I was going to show you wasn't the same person. It was something different, but we'll can save it for another time. We've got plenty of time. But yeah, I know what we're talking about here too. We've got people from all different places, and it's really interesting to see some of the colloquial things. Joel just said he's in the
I
American
saw that.
South, and
Yeah.
all soft drinks, I'll pull that up here, are referred to as Coke. So that would be a colloquialism, right? You know, that if you're in the South, you say, I'd like a Coke, and they'd say, well, what kind of Coke?
We have something similar. So like if I had like a can of Pepsi with me or something, we would sometimes say a can of mineral, which really throws people off because even within Northern Ireland, that's regional. There's only certain areas that would say a can of mineral. Others would say I'm away to get a can, or they'll name specifically whatever drink they are getting. But where I'm from, we would refer to all like fizzy drinks in a can. We would say a wee can of mineral.
Yeah. So my brother chimed in just now that I need to watch more British TV. Mom would be ashamed. Yes, my mother probably, lifelong subscriber to Acorn. Is that what it is? Is it? No, not Acorn. There's some, maybe it's BritBox. That's what I'm
Oh,
thinking of.
Britbox, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes. But
Got
she's
a lot of
always
the old
British,
classics on it.
British TV programming. I grew up with Miss Marple and Sherlock Holmes, all of the British mystery shows.
Yep.
Um, yeah, she's always loved that. Yeah, you're right, Alan. Uh, I need to. Well, that's why I've got people like Nicholas and Tony in the comments there. They're really helping me out.
Tony's last comment, can of pop is more. You would hear that more in England than you would here.
Yes, and that actually also is something in some parts of the U.S. Like I believe in the
Yeah.
Midwest,
Mm-hmm.
they will call it a pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, sorry everyone that we're a little bit tight on time today, but we didn't want to go. We didn't want to not do our live stream this week. Actually, next week, unfortunately, we are going to be taking off, but we have planned to have a guest on in 2 weeks.
Yep.
And so 2 weeks from today, we are going to be back. We're probably going to be talking, if it works out with this guest, about Bible translation again. But yeah, I still see people telling me that they say pop. Canada there, Dwayne, good to see you. And Tony says fizzy pop, and then Evan says from Minnesota it's pop. Yep,
Oh,
there
good
you
to see
go,
you
the
again.
Midwest.
I
Yep,
didn't see him for a minute.
yeah. So yeah, sorry guys that I have to get going. Actually, I'll show you something real quick here.
Mm-hmm.
The reason that I'm going is we are doing a little bit of a celebration for my son and daughter, who both were born on the same day, July 31st, but several years apart. This is actually exactly 14 years ago.
Yeah.
That's my son holding his sister. So now he is 19 and she is 14.
Wow.
So
Time flies, brother.
we got to go celebrate. We're having ice cream, but thank you, everybody. Really enjoy having fun with you tonight and hearing all of your colloquialisms. And Nicholas, you're an endless treasure of cultural exploration.
Well, more to come. That's all I'm going to say.
That's right. That's right. All right. I'll let I'll let you guys go. And yeah, the guest that we might have on, by the way, because someone just asked about it, is a guest who was on Tim Nichols' channel recently.
Mm-hmm.
He is, I think, chief chief translator or someone highly involved with the creation of the modern English version. And his name is Jim Lindsay, I think is what it is. So we're probably going to have him on, if not in 2 weeks, hopefully before too long.
Yep.
But I got to get going, so I'll say goodbye to the audience,
guys.
and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
See you in 2 weeks, guys.